Welcome to the November 25th meeting of the Berlin Board of Education. We are calling this meeting to order at 6 o'clock p.m. for our special meeting. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so the first item on our special agenda is student presentation, Berlin High School. I'm going to turn it over to the superintendent to talk a little bit about the jazz combo that we heard as we came in.
We're very fortunate to have both our music directors here this evening. We have Tyler Boyle, Mr. Boyle. He's also our K-12 music director, and Mr. Chris Dreschko here presenting our group. So let's give a round of applause before they start. Are we all set?
We're going to start with the national anthem and America the Beautiful, so if you could please stand back up. I'd like to thank our jazz combo students for being out here tonight and preparing a few selections. You heard a couple songs before the meeting began. Our feature tonight, they're going to perform a piece off of Vince Guaraldi's Charlie Brown Christmas called Linus and Lucy. And it will feature solos by Cole Webster on alto and Nick Manzi on guitar. And I would like to thank our jazz piano player could not join us for this particular event, so I'd like to thank Mr. Boyle for stepping in and covering the piano part for us tonight. So without further ado, Linus and Lucy from Charlie Brown Christmas.
Excellent job, great job. Thank you so much. What a great way to start our meeting. They sound awesome. So, would anyone else like to add anything for the students?
That was great. I enjoyed it.
Want to say anything?
Yeah. just want to give Mr. Boyle a chance to give a little plug for the musical. So, Mr. Boyle, if you could, while we have a captive audience, could you share a little about the musical, when it's going to be, and the high school musical? Can you just give a little advertisement for a moment? Sure.
So the musical this year is The Wizard of Oz. So I'm sure many of you have probably heard about this new Wicked movie. Half of you probably saw it this weekend. And so we're doing the original here at Berlin High School, The Wizard of Oz. And for the first time, I think, in maybe forever, we've opened up our musical to all students in 6th grade through 12th grade. We've got a great group of kids. We have our callbacks tomorrow, so we'll find out who our Dorothy and our Tin Man and our Scarecrow and Lion will be. But we are performing February 28th through March 2nd here at BHS. And it'll undoubtedly be another spectacle that I think our whole community will really appreciate. So more information to come, and I look forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Boyle.
Thank you. All right, so we are going to move on to our first special presentation, the Berlin's Lion Club donation. I'm going to turn it over to the superintendent.
Yes, first I'd like to thank the Lions for being here. We have representatives, I believe, with us, Gary Binkowski, Dan Daigle, Greg Dem, Steve Kolinsky, to present a donation to the teachers. And just a little bit about, I'll let them share about it, but if I could just take a moment as they're walking up. The partnership with the Lions and the Berlin Public Schools has been fantastic over the years. It continues to grow with our annual Upbeat Picnic being at the fairgrounds and the donations that the Lions make to support the schools. This is just one of them. So I want to just take a moment to thank the Lions before they share about their donation. So thank you, gentlemen.
Superintendent, Board of Education, staff, fellow residents of Berlin, good evening. I am Dan Daigle, a representative from the Berlin Lions Club. With me this evening are Gary Binkowski and Greg Den. Thank you for your time. The Berlin Lions Club is the largest service organization in town. We are committed to serving the community of Berlin. The largest fundraising event of the club is the Berlin Fair. Much of the success of the fair is due to the support we receive from the town of Berlin, and we thank you. During the fair, our volunteers earn tips from sales of refreshments. The Berlin Fair has designated these funds to help further enrich our elementary school classrooms. Throughout the fair weekend, Berlin gave generously and enthusiastically. We are excited to be here tonight to present 61 gift cards with a value of $150 each, over $9,000 worth of gift cards, enough for one card for each classroom, grades K through 5 and pre-K. Please accept these gifts with our heartfelt thanks and your outstanding work, for your outstanding work and dedication. Brian? You gonna do your phone?
Okay, so thank you so much to the Berlin's Lion Club for the donations. It's really meaningful to our school community. Moving on now to our awards and presentation in conjunction with American Education Week. The administration and staff have selected 10 students to receive the Connecticut Association of Public School Superintendent CAPS Superintendent Student Award Recognition Certificate of Excellence Award. I'm going to turn it over to the superintendent.
At this time, I'd like to ask Principal from Hubbard Elementary School, Alfred Sousa, to come forward.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to congratulate all of the award recipients tonight on this very special evening, special night. So congratulations on some very well-deserved honors. Hubbard School is proud to present 2 students for the Connecticut Association of Public School Superintendents Award. And our first award recipient is Mr. Logan Pelosi. Logan, please step forward. Logan, please step forward. Right out in front so everyone can see. He asked to go and wear a suit tonight. Stage me. Logan has attended Hubbard School since kindergarten. His name has become synonymous with words such as leader, role model, responsible, motivated, and inspiring. He's the total package. Logan's talent and ability to positively impact and influence group dynamics, circumstances, and situations are tremendous. The level of value Logan brings to collaborative endeavors is simply magnificent. He couples remarkable focus and effort to the end of not only outstanding academic achievement, but success for all. His personal standard of expectation does not end at I succeed, but extends to we succeed. His future is splendidly blinding. Logan would like to be a professional football player. His favorite subject is math, and he loves to play outside with his friends and spend time with his dad and Grammy. He has no tolerance for when people are talking and his coach is trying to give directions. And his advice for classmates: be respectful, pay attention, work hard, and be confident. His advice for me: continue keeping the school safe, because you're nice and kind, kids try to be nice and kind and do what they need to do. In closing, Logan wanted to tell his family, thank you for helping me work hard, learn, be respectful, and be a great kid. Congratulations, Logan.
The underneath it. I think he's all set.
Yeah.
Logan, this is for you.
Our next award recipient is Miss Tessa Brazel. Tessa has attended Hubbard School since kindergarten. Since that time, this award was made for her. She is, in a word, exceptional, a one-of-a-kind gift to everyone fortunate enough to know her. With a smile, personality, and temperament that embodies the spirit and joy of childhood and the elementary school journey, she sacrifices so others can experience success and confidence. She conveys interest and appreciation for others with genuine sincerity and happiness for their good fortune in a manner I can only define as a unicorn quality, so exceedingly rare. The fabric of her character impacts others in such a positive way that it is virtually tangible. And by the way, her academic performance is extraordinary. Tessa would like to be a professional basketball player. She has no tolerance for waiting in long lines. Her favorite subject is math, and she loves to read and hang out with friends and family. Tessa wants her peers to know that when things get challenging, always try your best. There's always a chance. She reminded me to keep talking with and helping students, giving them a chance to make it right before jumping to a consequence. In closing, Tessa wanted to tell her family, I love you and thank you for always supporting me. Congratulations, Tessa.
Thank you, Mr. Sousa. If I can now have Principal of Griswold School, John Campbell, come forward.
Good evening, everybody. I'm John Campbell, principal at Griswold. Tonight's really a great night. One of the highlights for me is being able to recognize 2 students from Griswold. Talking with the teachers, it was definitely a hard choice as we have many great students. But first, I'd like to invite up Patrick McCourt. It is with great pride that I share why Patrick McCourt is so deserving of this award. Patrick's 4th grade teacher described him as a student who carried himself with pride, respect, and kindness from the first day of school to the last. He consistently set an example for his peers, approaching every task with motivation and patience, always seeking challenges and inspiring others to do the same. Patrick's fifth grade teacher quickly saw these same qualities, recognizing within just a few months that he was the perfect choice for this honor. Patrick's willingness to assist students and teachers alike stood out immediately. As a buddy to a younger student, his positive impact was so strong that he continues to mentor the same student this year. He also plays an active role on the fifth grade committee, contributing in meaningful ways, such as his efforts on the Veterans Day hallway display. Academically, Patrick excels in all areas. His passion for learning and drive to deepen his understanding, particularly in math, set him apart as a student who strives for excellence and inspires collaboration with his peers. Patrick is a role model in the classroom, in our school, and in the community. His teachers describe him as an exceptional student, athlete, and person. We are very fortunate to have Patrick at Griswold School, and I'm excited to see all he accomplishes in the future. Congratulations, Patrick, on this well-deserved honor. Next up, I would like to invite Madison Garcia, and I have to share, as Madison went by, she gave Patrick a high five, which is just so telling of Madison. Madison is a student who truly embodies the values of service, academic excellence, and leadership. She approaches every assignment with determination and dedication, always going above and beyond what is expected. Maddie takes her time to double-check her work, follows directions carefully, and puts her full effort into everything she does. Her work is often used as model examples for the class because of her outstanding attention to detail and commitment to excellence. Maddie's awareness of her classmates' needs and her willingness to lend a hand highlight her kindness and compassion. She proactively offers support, guiding her peers through challenges without simply giving them answers. Her courteous demeanor creates a welcoming and inclusive environment, setting a positive tone for everyone around her. As a morning reading buddy, Maddie was exceptionally responsible and dependable, demonstrating her leadership and care for others. She is an amazing role model who has earned the trust and admiration of both her teachers and classmates. Griswold School is truly fortunate to have a student like Maddie. One of her teachers shared, "It was a joy to have her in both 2nd and 4th grade." Congratulations, Madison.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Now could I have Principal Tim Cheverini from Willard.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of our honorees. I think tonight truly embodies the spirit of leadership within our schools. And at Willard, there are 2 students coming forward tonight that truly embody that spirit. So I'd like to invite first Quinn Praviti to come on up. I'm thrilled to recognize Quinn Praviti, a student in Mrs. Sulo's grade 5 class, as a recipient of the 2024-2025 CAPS Award. As you know, this honor is given to those students who exemplify excellence, and Quinn is a shining example of all that makes Willard School proud. Mrs. Sulo made the following remarks about Quinn. Quinn is a remarkable student who is dedicated to learning. She has a strong work ethic and an innate curiosity that sets her apart from her peers. In the classroom, she approaches each subject with enthusiasm that is truly inspiring. She is always the first to help someone else, whether it be a peer or a teacher, truly setting a positive example wherever she goes. Quinn shows exceptional talent both in and out of the classroom, in her extracurricular activities and leadership qualities, this year representing her class on student council. She is currently working with a 1st grader as a book buddy and has recently collected food for the Thanksgiving food drive. She plays softball and basketball outside of school. Quinn serves as a shining example for both her peers and the entire school community. Outside the classroom, of course, we know Quinn is a talented athlete, but wait for it, she's also a competitive water skier, which is amazing. And she tells me that she performs feats such as the human pyramid, and she's on the top of the pyramid, clearly not afraid of heights. Despite her busy schedule, Quinn remains a devoted big sister to Vivian, a 3rd grader, and loves spending her time with her family, especially when enjoying pasta with her favorite sauce, Grandma's marinara. Quinn's future aspirations are just as impressive. She dreams of attending the University of North Carolina or Duke, I think number 1 is UNC, and hopes to play basketball there. Quinn is interested in pursuing a career in interior design and would like to travel the world. When I asked Quinn about her favorite subject in school, her answer was reading. Quinn shared that she has developed a passion and appreciation for finding and reading books that match her interests. Quinn, your hard work, talents, and compassionate spirit inspire everyone around you. Congratulations on receiving this well-deserved award. You have an extraordinary future ahead. Next, I'd like to invite up Jace Panetta. Jace is currently a student in Mrs. Sulo's grade 5 class as well, and he's a CAPS Awards recipient this evening. When speaking with Jace, his compassion for others and his deep sense of community are immediately evident. Mrs. Sulo said the following about Jace. Jace is all about helping others, setting a positive example and working with his community to make things better. He exhibits exceptional leadership in both the school community and the community of Berlin. Throughout his years at Willard, Jace has demonstrated what it means to be a true leader. Whether it is helping classmates with their work, encouraging others to do their best, or stepping up when there's a challenge to solve, he does it with kindness, patience, and a willingness to make sure everyone feels supported. You can always catch Jace giving someone an encouraging fist bump or high five. Outside of the classroom, Jace's consistent role in the Boxes to Boots program exemplifies his dedication to make a difference in his community. Jace strives to lift the spirits of those around him and to create positive change. Jace is also an all-star athlete who thrives on the basketball court, the football field, and baseball diamond. Jace shared with me that his love for sports isn't just about the game. It's about teamwork, determination, and spending time and energy productively. At home, Jace is a devoted big brother to Reed, sharing fun moments with his brother, like wiffle ball games and scooter rides, while modeling kindness and leadership. Jace has big dreams. He shared a specific goal that he has with me. Jace would like to start his own sports memorabilia business. Jace shared that one day he hopes to give back generously through philanthropy. Specifically, Jace would like to contribute to organizations that work to find cures for childhood illnesses. It is clear that Jace aspires to combine his interest in helping others in sports to leave a meaningful legacy. Jace, your passion for helping others, your commitment to being a positive role model, and your drive to make the world a better place inspire us all. Congratulations on this.
Thank you, Mr. Cheverini. If I can now ask Intern Principal Devin Constance to come forward, and we also have Mr. Sullivan, who will be the actual principal of McGee. Come on up, Mr. Sullivan, please. It's an opportunity. I didn't know Mr. Sullivan was going to be here. He doesn't start until December 2nd, but thank you for being here this evening. Mr. Devin?
Thank you. Excited to be here this evening and represent a couple of our students who consistently go above and beyond. So on that note, I'd like to call up Nisia Abeng Matomba. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce the recipient of tonight's award, which recognizes service, leadership, and academic excellence. Tonight we honor Nisia, a truly remarkable student whose journey and achievements inspire us all. Nisia joined us just over a year ago, having relocated from Equatorial Guinea and adapted not only to a new country, but also to a different education system. Despite these challenges, she quickly excelled, proving her dedication to academic success and personal growth. One of her teachers shared, Nisia works hard to achieve academic success, always pushing herself to be her best. But Nisia's impact goes far beyond the classroom. She radiates kindness, making others feel seen and welcome in our community. A staff member shared, she greets teachers in the hallway by name, even ones she hasn't had as teachers, creating connections wherever she goes. Nisia's leadership also shines through her involvement with Girls on the Run, where she served as a positive role model, leading with kindness, respect, and enthusiasm. Her coaches and peers have been uplifted by her spirit, and as one teacher puts it, her smile is the absolute best. It's contagious. Nisia's positive attitude, strong work ethic, and ability to rise to any challenge embody the values we celebrate with this award. Please join me in congratulating Nisia on her achievement. And now I'd like to call Mr. Spencer Beatman. It's an honor to introduce Spencer Beatman, a student whose service, leadership, and academic excellence make him truly stand out. Spencer's the kind of student who brings out the best in everyone around him. One teacher shared, he inspires others to rise to his level of academic achievement, always leading by example. Whether it's lending a helping hand in class or showing pride in his work, Spencer consistently puts forth his best effort. His initiative, organization, and willingness to ask thoughtful questions demonstrate how deeply engaged he is with his learning. But Spencer's impact also extends well beyond the classroom. He builds meaningful connections with staff and peers, staying in touch long after his time in their class has ended. As one teacher noted, Spencer fosters a strong sense of community and demonstrates kindness and acceptance towards everyone he meets. Through his positive attitude, infectious smile, and dedication to supporting others, Spencer embodies the values we honor with this award. Please join me in congratulating a true leader, role model, and friend in Spencer Beatman.
Thank you, Mr. Constant and Mr. Sullivan. Next, I'd like to ask Principal Amenta from Berlin High School to come forward.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to all our award recipients. I would like to start off by asking Samantha Dunn to come forward. Samantha is an enthusiastic, articulate, and ambitious young lady who consistently aims to give back to her school community. Sammy has the ability to communicate and connect with people of all ages and backgrounds and is constantly striving to be her best self. Her commitment to academic excellence and proactive approach to learning have resulted in consistently excellent grades while maintaining a rigorous course load. Samantha has earned AP Scholar and Honors Distinction and has been inducted into the National Honor Society and Rho Kappa National Honor Society for Social Studies, based on all of her academic achievement. Samantha is an excellent golfer whose passion and pure enjoyment for the sport shines through in each match. Some of her golf accolades include 3 years as a first-team All-State golfer, Academic All-Conference, Girls Golf Rookie of the Year in 9th grade, Girls Golf Most Dedicated Player in 10th grade, and the Girls Golf VIP Award in 11th grade. All the more, Sammy has helped lead our BHS golf team to several state championship titles. As a member of First Tee of Connecticut, she was one of only 28 students selected nationally to attend the First Tee Innovators Forum, where she worked collaboratively with peers to develop impactful service projects, showing her ability to think critically and creatively about issues. Beyond academics, in the golf course, Samantha stands out for her unwavering commitment in unifying our school community. She's always encouraging inclusivity and collaboration amongst her peers. She self-created a service project to raise awareness of mental health issues in high school students, reflecting a deep understanding of the challenges faced by her peers and allowing all BHS students to raise their personal awareness. Samantha's additional extracurricular involvement includes volunteering as a Writing Center tuner, the mock trial team, Unity team, Rotary Interact Club, the Ryan Teeley Memorial Foundation Club, Unified Sports, and serving as a member of the BHS Student Teacher Advisory Committee. Samantha makes academics a priority while maintaining a balance in relationships, athletics, and extracurriculars. She is dedicated and passionate and is most deserving of this recognition. Please join me in congratulating Sammy Dunn. Next, I'm going to call up a gentleman who you often see working the back of the room. His name is Charles Henriquez, and he is our next award recipient. So come on down, Charles. Charles is a self-motivated and innovative student, leader and aspiring broadcasting professional in the fields of sports communication. As captain of the broadcasting club and a district media production assistant, Charles supervises live stream and non-streamed events and has created compelling content for our community. He has spearheaded numerous projects that have elevated the quality of our live streams and the event coverage to near professional standards. One of Charles' greatest strengths is his problem-solving ability, which has been honed through countless hours spent troubleshooting technical issues in and out of school. As a tech expert, Charles is often called upon to solve technical problems for teachers, a testament to the trust and reliability he inspires in the adults around him. Academically, Charles' commitment to excellence and thoughtful and analytical approaches have helped him excel in rigorous programs of study. His academic excellence has led to the induction of the National Honor Society. Other extracurricular activities besides the Broadcast Club include being a member of Tech Experts, Stage Crew, BHS Men's Golf Team, the Ultimate Frisbee Team, and a powerlifting team. Charles is driven, talented, and poised to make significant contributions in the world of broadcast media. In fact, he's already an award-winning member of the broadcast crew, having earned 2 Mascot Media Awards with his team, Best Run Broadcast Team in 2023 and Best School Event for the year of 2024. Outside of school, Charles serves as the center court referee for Berlin Parks and Recreation. His leadership style on the court is marked by thoughtfulness and maturity. He applies and reinforces rules and standards of conduct through pre-game conversations with players and coaches and is relied upon for quick judgment on and off the courts. Charles' commitment to excellence in creating a high-quality content, thoughtful and analytical approaches in all he does, along with his commitment to technology, broadcasting, and Berlin High School will leave a long-lasting impact on our school media presence. Charles will truly be missed once he graduates. And off script, Charles is someone we call as though he's an employee here at Berlin High School whenever anything goes wrong, so we're really going to miss you, Charles. Again, I'd like to take this moment to honor you. It is most well-deserved. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Menta. Next, I'm going to ask curriculum directors. We have 2 curriculum directors here in Berlin, Lori Jerpin and Carl Watson. They're going to introduce, each year we have Teacher of the Year for each building, and then from there we select a Teacher of the Year for the district. And I'm going to ask Mrs. Jerpin and Ms. Watson to come forward and announce the Building Teachers of the Year.
We are pleased to announce and congratulate the following Building Teachers of the Year. Kaylee Corjulo from Griswold School. She's not here this evening. I'll just read a little bit about her. She's been an educator in Berlin for the past 9 years, during which time she has served as a 3rd grade and a 1st grade teacher. Kaylee's overarching belief is that giving a lot of positive reinforcement and setting limits in the classroom makes students feel safe and loved. Kaylee emphasizes a learning environment where she models making mistakes and solving small problems aloud daily for her students so that they understand challenges. One of her colleagues wrote, Kaylee possesses a gift for inspiring excitement and motivation for learning in students. Kaylee engages in the school community in various ways. She creates strong homeschool partnerships and takes part in a multitude of school activities that embrace the whole child. She serves on district vertical teams, participates in summer curriculum writing opportunities, and has taken on leadership roles at Griswold School. Kaylee consistently stays current on pedagogy and content. As a professional colleague, her expertise and perspective are invaluable. Thanks to Kaylee for all that she does to support the success of our Berlin learners. And next we have Nicole Flynn from Hubbard School. Nicole has been in education for a total of 30 years and has served as a Berlin educator for 26 years. Currently a literacy specialist at Hubbard, Nicole has previous experience teaching students in special education in grade 1 and in grade 4. Nicole is a lifelong learner who serves on various school and district committees in support of students, colleagues, and families. She is passionate about new learning and has participated in professional development activities, seminars, courses, and professional readings. Her colleagues wholeheartedly believe that Nicole embodies the qualities of an exceptional educator who goes above and beyond to make differences in the lives of students and the community. Thank you, Nicole, for your continued devotion to the students of the Berlin Public Schools. Thanks, Nicole.
Next, I would like to welcome Allison Sweeney from Emma Hart Willard School. Allie has been an educator for the past 19 years, serving her entire tenure here in the Berlin Public Schools. Allie believes that one of the most profound joys of teaching lies in witnessing the transformation of students as they grasp new concepts, develop skills, and cultivate a deeper understanding of the world around them. One of her colleagues wrote, "Allie's positive, upbeat demeanor fosters a supportive learning environment and helps her create strong, positive connections with all of her students. Allie's commitment to teaching students critical thinking, as well as developing trusting relationships, is as important as addressing individual learning needs. Allie has been part of multiple professional learning opportunities, both as a participant and a presenter. She also takes on leadership roles at both the school and district level. Berlin is fortunate to work with such an outstanding educator. Thank you, Allie, for your dedication to our Berlin students." And from Catherine McGee School, Tricia Burnham. Tricia has been an educator for 15 years in the Berlin Public Schools, serving as a teacher at both the elementary and the middle school level. Tricia believes that students are able to grow academically and socially through instruction and positive relationships. Her life's calling for teaching is reinforced by the growth she sees in her students every day. Tricia regularly goes above and beyond, stepping up to take on various leadership roles in the school and the district. As a professional, Tricia understands that in order to serve the students best, she must continue to enrich her own teaching skills. Therefore, she continually participates in professional learning opportunities. Tricia is truly an exemplary teacher and a tremendous asset to the Berlin Public Schools. Thank you, Tricia.
Thank you, Lori and Cara. I have the privilege of announcing the 2025 Teacher of the Year. I had an opportunity to go to the Bushnell, where every Teacher of the Year for the entire state is present, and we have a recognition at the Bushnell. Our Teacher of the Year is Theodore Jones. If I could ask Mr. Jones to come forward. TJ has a bachelor's degree of science in finance from Hampton University, a Juris Doctorate from Fordham University, a master's of security analysis and portfolio management from Creighton University, a master's of divinity from Christian Theological Seminary, and a business certificate through alternate route of certification. TJ has a lot. That's right. We are very fortunate to have TJ here. He has a certification through the Alternative Route of Certification, which is a program offered by the state of Connecticut. And I got to add one more piece here. Our board chair, Julia Dennis, who's here, taught in that program. And she kind of lured TJ to check out Berlin, and we're very happy that she did. So that's right. TJ believes that his traits in humility and dignity are not only help him through his life experience, but are also reflective in how he relates to his students and colleagues. He sincerely believes that all challenges brought about by the pandemic significantly taught him new teaching patterns through his colleagues' encouragement he learns to embrace. Through role-playing, TJ encourages his students to engage in case studies and challenges them to ask complex questions. TJ believes that a student who answers a question of seemingly simple facts with a genuine has embraced the ethos of his classroom and begun to develop the multiplistic thinking skills that are necessary in every changing global business community. TJ has attended and presented at numerous professional development workshops, seminars, and courses. These include training to become an ethics integration specialist, participating in Igniting Change Conference, and being part of the Men of Color Leadership Conference here at Berlin High School. TJ presented with a colleague at the NSTA National Conference about a new course offered at BHS, the Business of Science. He also serves as an adjunct professor at Southern Connecticut State University. TJ is a fixture on campus. You'll see TJ at events, football games. He has immersed himself within the community and builds a relationship with students. He is an advisor to the People of Color Student Union, the mock trial, where the team made it to the Elite Eight. He also attends many activities, as I just mentioned, including induction ceremonies, sporting events. TJ's impact on the students can be summed up by this quote from a student who graduated last year. Mr. Jones didn't just make a positive impression. He profoundly influenced my life for the better. He has instilled in me the belief to defy the stereotypes imposed on me and to show that I am more than what others think I am. Ever since our first encounter, he became my inspiration to strive for excellence and to become the best version of myself. Please join me in congratulating Theodore Jones as the 2025 Teacher of the Year. Oh, you're already here. Next, I'd like to introduce Linda Holian as our Director of PPS. She's going to introduce our Para-Educator of the Year. Linda?
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the award recipients. And I also want to welcome the new Board of Ed members and to thank Tracy Sisti and Adam Salina for the years that they served on the board. You'll be missed. I'm pleased to congratulate Amanda Landry. I'm not sure if Amanda's here. No, she said she may come or she may not. Amanda is the paraeducator from McGee Middle School, and she's been selected as Berlin's Paraeducator of the Year. Amanda truly exhibits the ideal team member, collaborator, and paraeducator. While her official role is a floater, registered behavior technician at McGee, Amanda has stepped in to assist in many programs across 3 schools. You can find her at not only McGee, but at Griswold and Berlin High School as well, to work with students and staff. Amanda has assisted in our BLAST, SOAR, and SNAP programs with all students, and specifically some students with intensive programming and behavioral needs. Amanda always comes in ready with a positive attitude to take on the tasks of the day. She's eager to learn and continues to expand her knowledge and skill set while also teaching and training others. She provides support and mentoring to paras with regard to behavior management techniques, data collection, and modeling of intervention strategies with students. Amanda has met individually with teachers as well as service providers to further her knowledge about each student and their programming needs. She makes sure that all staff are on the same page. Amanda's seamless transitions throughout the day and working with multiple students do not go unnoticed. Her calm demeanor and preparedness truly make students feel comfortable and have the desire to work with her, and they trust her. Amanda has shown on many occasions the ability to handle difficult behaviors with grace. She's an effective communicator and always ensures that staff across all schools are aware of any changes that are happening with her role or where she will be. She maintains student dignity and always follows ethical conduct while also maintaining confidentiality. Amanda's patient, understanding, and cares about the students she works with. She also holds them to a standard of expectation that is appropriate for the situation and pushes them to be their best version of themselves. Amanda goes above and beyond what her role entails, and she truly embodies a Paraeducator of the Year that deserves to be recognized.
Thank you, Linda. Next, we have like to recognize some support staff that we have throughout the district. Support staff have been selected to be recognized for outstanding performance and dedication to the students and staff, and parents of the Berlin Public Schools. So they could be paraprofessionals, they could be a range of staff that other than teachers, okay? So the first staff member I'd like to recognize is Luciana Bongiovanni. I hope I said it right. Is she here? From Griswold School. It is great pride and admiration that we recognize Luciana as this year's recipient of the Griswold Non-Certified Staff Member Award. Luciana has been an essential part of our community for nearly 6 years, serving as special education paraeducator. Her dedication, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to her students and colleagues make her truly deserving of this honor. Luciana is someone you can always count on, dependable, reliable, and always willing to go above and beyond. Whether lending a hand at the end of the day, supporting students in the classroom, or reading a book to students while waiting for a bus, she consistently gives her best. Her compassion, patience, and grace under pressure are testaments of her character. It's evident that she loves what she's doing and working with her kindergarten and first grade students. It's evident that in everything she does, her energy, enthusiasm, and ability to connect with students and staff make her an invaluable member of our team. She truly embodies the spirit of Griswold, enriching our school with her positivity, and professionalism. We thank you, Luciana. Thank you very much. That's a little token. Thank you so much. Next, if I could have Donna Rummer from Hubbard School. Hubbard School has the good fortune of having Donna as a member of the Hubbard School family for the past 2 years, serving as the role of recess paraeducator. Mrs. Rummer can be relied on to perform all responsibility over care, flexibility, diligence, no matter what the circumstance or constraints might be. Donna is a balanced, positive, and professional. Her style is impeccable, and her relationships with her students are defined by a beautiful balance of security, interest, kindness, and accountability. The words and actions reflect the concepts of teamwork and support. She exhibits a genuine diligence in doing her very best for our school family. Donna fosters and maintains valuable connections with students through a patience of listening, consistent measure of expectations. Her work ethic and dedication are hallmarks of who she is as a professional and as a person. Mrs. Rummer's character and commitment positively impact all members of our community and are tremendous value to the quality aspects of her work with children. Congratulations to Donna, and the students, staff, and families of Hubbard, thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to have two people to come forward. If I could have Deb Liedermer and Maureen Mullins from Willard School. Thank you, and thank you both. Thank you both. First, I'm going to speak about Deb. Over the past 7 years, Deb has brought an extraordinary blend of skill, compassion, and positivity to her role as paraeducator at Willard School, leaving a lasting impression on her students, colleagues, and the entire school community. Deb's work is guided by her deep and genuine belief that every day holds something to be happy about, a belief that she shares with her students to help them find the joy in learning and to achieve their goals. Her dedication to building strong relationships with her students and to identify them and meeting with her students' unique needs is unmatched. She sees each child's potential. She works tirelessly to support their success. Her colleagues describe her as kind, compassionate, and a professional, with a contagious positivity and enthusiasm for her work. Whether helping students progress towards their IEP goals or offering a helping hand to her peers, Deb's positive energy uplifts everyone around her. As one colleague put it, she fills buckets and makes Willard a better place just by being here. Deb's ability to make us smile, rise to any challenge, and bring out the best in everyone around her is truly remarkable. Congratulations to this well-deserving honor, and thank you for making Willard a place where love, learning, and happiness thrive. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. She's left you, Maureen. Maureen Mullins. For the past 10 years, Maureen has been an exceptional paraeducator at Willard. Her unwavering commitment to her students, colleagues, and school committee truly sets her apart. Maureen's passion for her work shines brightly and clearly in everything she does. She cherishes the opportunity to connect with her students, and she loves to celebrate their light bulb moments and strives to help them experience joy through learning. By building strong relationships and focusing on each child's strengths, Maureen creates an environment where students grow and feel supported and empowered. Maureen's colleagues describe her as a second teacher in the classroom, someone whose dedication, flexibility, and expertise elevate everyone around her. She holds her students to a high academic standard while providing empathy, compassion, and encouragement to help them succeed. Maureen's positive attitude is infectious. Fittingly, Maureen was nicknamed Mrs. Sunshine by one of her students. Maureen is truly a treasured presence at Willard. Maureen, your love for your work and your students is inspiring. You have made an incredible impact on countless lives, and Willard Elementary School is a brighter place because of you. Congratulations. 10 years, huh? Congratulations. Thank you, Maureen. Next, I'd like to recognize Todd Lentini. I'm not sure if Todd's here. Oh, he is. It is truly an honor to introduce tonight's award recipient, someone who's become a cornerstone of our school community and is much more than just a job title. Todd is a relentless promoter of our students' achievements. Through his social media channel, he constantly shines a light on their successes, big and small. But Todd's impact goes far beyond recognition. Todd is a trusted, calming presence, one who consistently goes above and beyond his role. His dedication to the safety and well-being of our students and staff is deeply appreciated. As one of his colleagues put it, I feel safer knowing that we have Todd here every day because he looks out for the students and staff. Todd is there for anyone who needs him, from offering a friendly smile to joining students at a lunch table to even sweeping and wiping down tables between lunch waves. He's always engaged and always approachable and always has a kind word to share. I got to say, I worked with Todd as a principal and assistant principal going to Washington, D.C. over the years. He was a youth detective in town, and having him back here as a security officer at McGee is a wonderful place, and we're very fortunate to have him still in the Berlin Public Schools. So, Todd, I want to thank you for everything you do every day, and thank you for coming back to Berlin Public Schools. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. Good news. Keeping in the line of security and safety, I'd like to recognize Mr. John Schmaltz from Berlin High School. Since 2019, Mr. Schmaltz has been an unwavering presence in our school community, especially at Berlin High School, working tirelessly to ensure the safety and security of both students and staff. His dedication goes far beyond his role. He is our Security, Safety, and Residency Officer, which started back in 2019. A little bit off my little script here. I'm going to just boast about John for a moment. John was, I always want to make him a captain, but I was a lieutenant in Hartford PD for over 20 years. Then he was a director of security for the University of Hartford, and now he's been our director since 2019. We're very fortunate to have John here on staff also. And I'll keep reading my little bit here. Whether he's proactively addressing safety concerns, leading training sessions, guiding administration, or updating legislation, or being a steady hand during emergencies, Mr. Schmaltz's commitment to the well-being of everyone at Berlin High School and the district is evident in every action he takes. His work ensures our school is safe and remains a place where learning and growth can flourish without the distractions of safety concerns. Mr. Schmaltz, thank you for your endless contributions and your continued service to our community. I think I speak on behalf of the entire administrative team and staff when I share you've been an excellent partner and mentor for years in public safety. We really appreciate you being here and you're an invaluable asset. So thank you, John. Thank you. Last but surely not least, she's not able to be here this evening. Sandra Crispino, Board of Education. She is a very important person. She does all of the paychecks. She processes all the payroll. So she's very important to a lot of people sitting in this room. Sandra started here at the high school being a bookkeeper, and then she moved to central office and took a position, someone who was here for over 23 years, I think, doing it, and she's been at central office for 2 years. She does a wonderful job. Sandra has been an invaluable member of the Berlin Public Schools team for nearly 5 years. Sandra consistently demonstrates kindness, patience, helpful attitude, making her a vital part of our staff and community. As an accounting coordinator, which includes processing payroll, she plays one of the most critical roles within our organization. Her intelligence, attention to detail, and unwavering commitment to excellence have been a profound impact on the finance and operation department. Sandra's willingness to go above and beyond, whether taking on additional responsibilities or offering support to her colleagues, is truly remarkable. Her contributions are deeply appreciated, and we are fortunate to have her on our team. Congratulations, Sandra. Okay, you want to talk about it? Want to share about what it is?
All right, good evening, everyone. So we're in the home stretch. We have a few more awards this evening. The Friends of Berlin School Awards are presented annually to the volunteers nominated by each school's administration, PTO, or community, selected by the Board of Education for their outstanding contributions as volunteers who have devoted time and energy to helping Berlin Public Schools. So we'll have the superintendent read the names, and then I'll give a little
Hope I do a good job on the names here. So, from Griswold School, Janet Lateo and Heather Smith. If you're here, please come forward.
Right. Well, I was excited to see Janet's name on here. It's a privilege tonight to stand here and celebrate these two incredible community supporters of Griswold School. Janet is from Dirty Dog Grooming here in town, and Heather is representing Animal Hospital of Berlin. Together, they ensure that Walter, our therapy dog, remains healthy, happy, and ready to bring comfort and joy to the students and staff. Walter is more than a therapy dog. He's a source of connection, calm, and positivity in our schools. Thank you to Dirty Dog's dedicated grooming and compassionate veterinary care from the Animal Hospital of Berlin. Walter can continue his vital mission of uplifting our community. What makes this recognition so meaningful is how it reflects the spirit of Berlin. Businesses like Dirty Dog and Animal Hospital of Berlin show us what's possible when our community comes together to support one another. Their generosity and partnership highlight the very best of our town. So on behalf of the Friends of Berlin Schools, our entire community, thank you for your dedication. Your contributions make Berlin an extraordinary place to live, learn, and grow. And congratulations for all that you do. And if you haven't been to Dirty Dog, I highly recommend it. They are kind of an extension of our family. They're always looking out for us. So it's a really special place. So I'm happy that Janet was recognized tonight.
Next, from Hubbard School, Allison Johns. If Allison's here. Allison Johns.
So Mrs. Johns has been a valuable contributing member of the Hubbard School community throughout her children's educational tenure. She exemplifies the highest representation of the term parent partnership. Through a full range of PTO leadership and volunteer roles, Allie has cultivated and strengthened connections with school and countless partners, parents, and families. She does not hesitate to donate her time and talents over and over again in the service of an enriched academic, social, and community experience for all Hubbard students. Mrs. Johns has served our school in such capacities as PTO co-president, PTO treasurer, grade 5 committee treasurer, and Spirit Wear coordinator. She has also been the point person for such events such as the annual basket raffle and breakfast with loved ones. Allie is a volunteer who has chaperoned field trips and is a familiar face at numerous fundraisers and school events. She represents an unwavering commitment, belief, and collaborative philosophy that is necessary to enhance all students' educational journeys at Hubbard School. Thank you, Allie, for your past and current service with the school community. We appreciate all of your efforts. Thank you.
Next from Willard School, if I could have Alexandra Plometallo. Alessandra, I'm sorry.
Hello. So over the past 3 years, Alessandra has become an indispensable part of Willard School community, giving her time, energy, and heart to make our school a better place for everyone. She has 2 children, Anthony and Isabella, in grades pre-K and 1. Alessandra believes deeply in the importance of the early years of education and shows that belief through her unwavering support of our teachers and students. Whether she's volunteering in the classroom, donating supplies, creating crafts and centers for students, or helping to organize and promote PTO activities like Trick or Treat, the Wolf Run, and the Holiday Shop, Alessandra brings enthusiasm, creativity, and genuine love for our children to all that she does. Her dedication extends far beyond her own children. Teachers describe her as warm, approachable, and flexible, a partner who is always willing to step up and give time and resources and build lasting memories for all students. From hosting a Halloween party to planning a fire truck visit or contributing to the preschool program, Alessandra's efforts have touched countless lives in our school community. Thank you for your kindness, commitment, enthusiasm, and constantly giving back. Thank you for your incredible contributions to Willard School, and congratulations.
Next from McGee Middle School, I'd like to recognize Mr. Jim Keefe.
So as Mr. Keith makes his way up here, I will introduce our award recipient, Mr. Keefe, who has been an integral part of our school community for decades, bringing warmth, wisdom, and joy to McGee every single day. Known for his kindness and welcoming nature, he is deeply respected by staff, students, and community members alike. Throughout his more than 50 years of coaching, it's a long time, Mr. Keefe has inspired countless students to embrace running, find their confidence, and connect with their own tribe among Berlin students. As one colleague shared, Mr. Keefe is a light at Hubbard. He brings laughter and positivity to every interaction, whether he's sharing his wealth of knowledge, stopping to check in with students about their lives, and recounting stories that bring the history of our school to life. Students eagerly look forward to having him as a substitute, knowing that he'll take time to chat about their personal interests, families, and achievements. He has a very special way of making everyone feel seen and valued, even the most reluctant students who find themselves smiling by the end of their conversation with him. Mr. Keefe, we thank you for your unwavering dedication, your kindness, and for all that you do to enrich McGee. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. You are truly a cherished friend of Berlin. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
And last but surely not least, Lynn Adamo from Berlin High School.
So we are going to recognize an exceptional individual whose impact on BHS and the Berlin community at large extends far beyond her classroom. Tonight we recognize Mrs. Lynn Adamo with the Friends of Berlin High School Award. For years, Lynn has been a dedicated teacher, but it's her endless contributions to our community that truly set her apart. Her contributions through the Upbeat program, Ryan T. Lee Club, All Night Grad Committee, Sage Park concession stands, and an event planner and organizer for Mr. BHS are just a few examples of Mrs. Damo's unwavering commitment to BHS. Furthermore, her generosity, leadership, and kindness have shaped countless lives, making her not only a beloved educator, but a pillar of our school community. If you've been lucky enough to have a student in any of her courses or clubs, you too have had the privilege to enjoy her unbelievable baked goods and treats, especially her famous peanut butter balls. Tonight, we celebrate Mrs. Damo's tireless service. We are proud to present her with the Friends of Berlin School Award. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you. Yes. Okay, we have two final recognitions. We have Tracy Sisti and Adam Salina. They're on our regular agenda as well, but we want to take a moment while they're here. Is Adam Salina here? Adam's not here, just Tracy. The look on her face, surprise. So Tracy has served on the board for a little over 7 years. Come on down, Tracy. Just put you on the spot. Tracy and Adam were both appointed through the same vacancy, right? Yeah, so they both joined the board at the same time. It's been over 7 years of service, and often serving on the board can be a thankless job. We give a lot of our time and a lot of behind the scenes time away from our families and our social lives and all the other obligations we have to make sure things continue to function here at Berlin Public Schools. Our budget season takes up a ton of time through the winter months, and Tracy has been a dedicated, valuable member of the Berlin Board of Education. She's served as secretary for the board for 4 years, right? I think it was 4 years, and chair of the Community Engagement Committee. So really going above and beyond to make sure that she's contributing. When Tracy got on, she had said, you know, I'm going to give it my all, but my family always comes first. And I think that was a really important, you know, thing for me to learn from her as well. You know, Berlin Public Schools is really important, but my family is important as well. But she's always made it work. She's always been able to dedicate countless hours and balance her family and the board and her Board of Ed obligations. So, you know, I'm going to miss Tracy serving alongside of me. We've become friends over the years. I didn't know her before she got on, and, you know, you get to really know the people that you serve with, and Tracy will be missed. Her willingness, her dedication, her passion for Berlin is truly appreciated, and it will be missed. Thank you. I didn't even know that. Oh, wow. I wasn't even reading off of anything. Brian, would you like to share?
Sure, I can say a few words, right? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
You sure you let me? Tracy, I just want to thank you. You know, being on a Board of Education this time, as you see across the country, people that are dedicating their time and energies to boards of education has definitely changed over the years. And for the 7 years Tracy's been on the board, you know, there's things that go on within the community, and the lines of communication from the superintendent to the board are very important, that I update the board on what's going on. But Tracy's always been there, just a phone call away. If there's something going on I should know about, it was a text message. It was always okay to make the 10 o'clock phone calls or later. I will miss that. As I said to you last time we spoke, I hope that, you know, my phone still rings, or if I need a call, that you're there for me as a community resource. But I want to just thank you for your time and all the energy you put forth, and just being a good board member. So thank you, Tracy.
And Adam is not here tonight, unfortunately, but his wife is, so we'll make sure she gets his gift. But Adam has also been a great resource and an asset to the board. We have looked to him as our Robert's Rules expert, and now we're going to have to go through a Robert's Rules workshop to make sure we fill in the gaps. But he's always been a voice of reason, someone who I've looked to for advice in the role that I've served, and he's always been a valuable member. And we thank him for his time and dedication and commitment to the Berlin Public Schools.
If someone speaks about community service, if you know Adam Salina, Adam Salina served as the mayor, I believe, for 10 years of the town of Berlin before then being asked to be on the board for the last 7 years. So I just want to thank Adam for his time, and he's always been a resource, his understanding of politics and things that are going on have been a fantastic asset to myself and to the Board of Education, and we'll surely miss having that phone call and having him present, especially during budget time and things. So, Adam, thank you, and really appreciate all you've done for Berlin Public Schools.
So we are not going to keep you any longer unless you want to stay for the regular meeting. It's 7:15. We are going to adjourn this meeting, and then just in a moment, we'll start our next meeting. Do not feel obligated to stay. There's cookies and waters out in the hall. Congratulations to everyone this evening who earns an award, and thank you to the families who came out and supported all the recipients. It was a very exciting night. So meeting is adjourned. Thank you. All right, we are going to call this meeting to order at 7:28. I'm going to turn it over to the superintendent because this meeting starts out as his meeting.
Okay, the first order of business this evening is the election of officers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to election the president of the Board of Education for this next term until next year at this time. So with that, the first thing we need is a motion for someone to nominate someone for the office of president. Then I'll pass out. Once you see who is nominated, I'll then send out. I already printed them out. Debbie did one better. So you have the forms in front of you, but first you need a nomination and a second. Any nominations for president? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. So Julia is one candidate that can be written in, and then anyone else want to nominate anyone else for president? Any other nominations? Okay, I'm still going to ask you to fill out the ballot if Julie's the one that's nominated, but you can either vote, not vote, or you can put someone else there if that's what you like. And I'll collect those. You can fold them in half and just pass them to the center, and I'll tally them.
Yes, you have to sign it.
Yes, because
Yes.
it's official record. You just fold them and send them this way, that'd be great.
Top secret.
I've tallied the results. We have 8 votes for Julia Dennis. It's unanimous of those board members here. So Julia Dennis, you are the board president for the next year. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support.
Now we turn over to you.
Now it's my turn.
I'm done.
So now we are moving on to nominations for board secretary. Do we have a motion for consideration? Okay. Who would you like to nominate? Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, so we have one nomination for Jessica, and the motion by Gina, the second by Brian. Do we have any other motions?
Can I still make a motion?
Yeah, absolutely.
I motion Jen Jurgens.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
So the second by, give me 1 second, I just gotta write my
Brian,
notes.
and then
Brian,
Vanessa for Jen.
and then Vanessa. And do we have any others? Do we have a second?
I can't tell if Melissa wants a second.
I will go ahead and second that. Okay. So any other motions for secretary? All right, hearing none, you can go ahead and write down who you would like to be secretary and sign it and pass it down to me. Okay, so I'm going to count up the votes. Do I share what the vote was? Yes? Okay, so we have 4 votes for Melissa, 3 for Jen Durgan, and then 1 for Jessica. So congratulations, Melissa, you are the new secretary. Okay, so Melissa and Jessica have to switch seats. Take your nameplate with you.
This might be 2 trips.
We can pass it down. I don't think I,
President now, Melissa.
yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing that the person had to move. I'll get my wallet.
What date? Okay, so, thank you, everyone, for the annual election of officers. I just have a few quick announcements to make in my new role as president. So Debbie had sent out some potential dates for a Robert's Rules workshop and a retreat. So Conrad from CABE can only do December 16th for the workshop. We'll say 6 o'clock. We'll send something else out if you are unable to make it. Just please let us know. But since it's a workshop, we don't need a quorum, but that's Monday, December 16th. Most were able to make that. And the retreat is Friday, January 26th. So just be on the lookout for information on that. Okay.
So those are 2 different things.
2 different things. One is a Monday workshop where we just come here at 6 o'clock and someone from CABE is going to come in and do a Robert's Rules workshop for us. No action is taken at that meeting. We just get a little bit of professional development in Adam's absence. And then the board retreat is the Friday night retreat at Shuttle Meadow. So moving on to our next item on our meeting is the annual schedule of regular meetings in accordance with board policy 9085. Do we have a motion for consideration?
I move to approve the annual schedule of regular meetings in accordance with Board Policy 9085 as presented.
Do we have a second? So the motion by Melissa, the second by Peter. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Oppose? The vote carries 8-0. Moving on to motion for fiscal management. Do we have a motion for consideration? It's a long one. There's 5 parts to it. Okay.
I move that Kevin Delaney and the Board of Education President be designated signers of the general funds and grants. I move that Brian Testra and Sandra Crispino be designated signers of the Berlin High School Enterprise Fund. I move that each principal and Sandra Crispino be designated signers of the Berlin Public Schools Activity Fund. And I move that Ashley Dorsey and Sandra Crispino be designated signers of the Cafeteria Fund. And last, I move that Ashley Dorsey and Sandra Crispino be designated signers of the BOE programs.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, so motion by Brian, second by Gina. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. Moving on to item D, appointment of board legal counsel for 2024-2025. Do we have a motion for consideration?
I move that the law firm of Shipman and Goodman in Hartford be appointed to continue as the Board of Ed counsel for the 24-25 year, and that they should be so informed.
I second.
So the motion by Jen, the second by Brian. Do we have any discussion? Okay, let's move to a vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, 8-0. Moving on to committee reports and correspondence to the board. So reports of board members. Does any board members have anything that they would like to report?
A few of us went to the CAVE conference, and I just want to say that was, some of us did a presentation there, and then we also attended some of the sessions. In particular, there was one about AI in the schools that I thought was very interesting and really, makes us think about guidelines, policy type of thing that the schools need. There's a lot of great things that can be done with AI, but it's also a very fine line of what can make things difficult too in the classroom.
I went to the CAVE conference as well the Saturday morning. And I just want to say thank you to Julia for putting all the work into the presentation with Brian. Even though we had a small group, hopefully it was impactful to them as it has been to our board, because I think it's done tremendous work for the past 2 years, and looking forward to continuing it with the new board.
Thank you. I just want to thank everyone who came out to the CAPE conference, and I think the presentation was a success. It was a small group, but we were also presenting on a Saturday morning, and I probably would not have gone to a 2-hour session on a Saturday, so those who did show up and the board members who participated and came, thank you. I was also elected as an area director to the CAPE Board of Directors. I found that out Friday evening, so I will be able to bring stuff back from CAPE to our board and keep you guys updated. And I thought overall the conference was, it was great to have board members there, and this year was the most board members we have had in attendance for Friday, Saturday, or both days, probably in my 9 years attending the CAPE conference, so that was really great. So that's all I have to share. Anything else from board members? I also want to congratulate Vanessa and Jessica for the election. Welcome you guys to your 3-year term on the board. And this is our new board, so. With every election, the board composition changes, and this is our new board now, so welcome. All right, so we'll turn it over to our report of student representatives, our favorite part of the meeting.
So first, on November 7th, BHS hosted the annual Veterans Day celebration event. This event was actually hosted at McGee, but this celebration had current members within the armed forces discuss their experiences, and students part of the Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society and Debate Club spoke about the origins and meaning behind Veterans Day. The event ended with a performance from the BHS Band and Chorus, along with the McGee Sound Express.
On November 21st, the Berlin High School chapter of the National Honor Society hosted their fall induction for members of the class of 2025. Each of the student-elected officers gave speeches regarding the pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, character, leadership, and service.
Next, on November 14, Upbeat hosted an exciting staff versus students basketball game, bringing the school community together for a spirited event. The game was filled with energy and friendly competition as the teams showcased their skills, but in the end, the red team emerged victorious.
Along with this, BHS had the honor of hosting the CIAC Men of Color Leadership Conference. Consisting of over 600 students, educators, and leaders of CT, this event brought together people committed to supporting each other towards success.
Lastly, BHS will be continuing its traditional Powder Puff game tomorrow, November 26th at 5:30 p.m. in Sage Park. With the Powder Puff tournament, money is raised for Berlin Helping Berlin, which aims to help less fortunate families within our town. And that's all we have for tonight.
Thank you. Any questions for our student board reps? Okay, correspondence to the board.
Yes, I have 3 correspondents to the board. Dear Brian and Board of Education members, thank you for the beautiful plant they sent me in memory of my mother. May not know it, but she sent her kids to KGS Griswold and PHS and was proud of her connection to Berlin. She loved attending the Griswold Mothers Club, as it was known in the 60s. She was a special woman who will be missed, and this plant will be a reminder of all the good that she did. Sincerely, Lori Chirpin. Dear Berlin Board of Education staff, thank you very much for the beautiful plant, garden, words of sympathy. It is comforting to know that I have such kind and considerate work colleagues. I am fortunate to be part of such a caring family and community. Donna Rummer, Hubbard Elementary, Para. She was here tonight. And Eliana and I would like to thank you for the beautiful flowers. We sincerely appreciate your kindness during this difficult time. Ruth and Eliana Bogdan.
All right. Thank you. Committee reports. I know that the curriculum committee and the ad hoc policy committee met. I'm not sure about any others. Would someone from the curriculum committee like to share out? Did you guys have a meeting today?
We did, yeah.
Oh, do you want to just
We
briefly
were just
share?
wondering if they were going to present today, but I don't think they are.
No, if you want to just share out what happened at the meeting.
So tonight, the curriculum committee was walked through some changes with the curriculum over the next year with an idea of rebranding some of the technology education and some of the sort of the curriculum in terms of Berlin High School pathways, so that it would allow students to be more excited about the courses that they're taking, to sort of bring together some different sort of concepts and try to have it be more robust and more something that students would want to participate in at all learning levels, and to move forward to try to actually maybe potentially get some either Southern or Central Connecticut State University credits depending on the courses that they take. And so the curriculum committee was walked through the significant changes as well as some of the courses that would be getting suspended and then the rationale behind all of that.
Thank you. Peter, would you like to share out about the ad hoc committee?
Yeah, we just had a brief discussion surrounding the policies that you see on the agenda tonight, and we won't really adopt them until next time, but we just discussed and overviewed the policies outlined in the agenda.
Great, thank you. Any other committee reports? All right, moving on to audience to citizen. Okay, I don't see any, so moving on. We have a retirement for head custodian at Richard D. Hubbard School. Michael Dema, do we have a motion for consideration?
Custodian at Hubbard School, effective March 28th, 2025. Also to thank him for the 10 years of service he has provided to the youth of Berlin, and wish him good health and happiness in his retirement.
Motion by Peter, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Melissa. Any discussion?
Just like to thank Mike for his years at Hubbard. Mike had set a standard for cleanliness. The joke in the district by the custodians is that the expectation of how shiny the floors should be are based on what Mike created at Hubbard. Mike did a wonderful job there and cared for the building deeply, so and for his position. So thank you, Mike.
I'd also like to thank my kids, having been to Hubbard, and the custodial staff across the school system is excellent. But getting to know the custodians at Hubbard, they were amazing. So Michael was one of those. So it was very well appreciated. They really took their job seriously and saw how they connected to the greater community. So congratulations to Michael for his retirement.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. All right, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, the vote is 8-0. Moving on. We have a retirement for Barbara Grady, grade 4 at Willard School. Do we have a motion for consideration?
You can go ahead.
I move that the board accept the retirement of Barbara Grady, teacher of grade 4 at Willard School, effective June 30th, 2025. Also to thank her for the 30 years of service she has provided to the youth of Berlin, and wish her good health and happiness in her retirement years.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Melissa. Any discussion?
Sure. I'd like the opportunity to thank Barbara. Barbara was Barbara Theriault. Did not know her as Barbara Grady. She got married recently. Wish her much success and happiness in her retirement, and thank her for all the fond memories at Willard School and work with the youth. So thank you, Barbara.
Anyone else? All right, we can move to a vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 8-0. Moving on to the consent agenda. Do we have a motion for consideration? Do we have a second?
I'll second.
So the motion by Gina, the second by Melissa. Any discussion on the consent agenda?
Hope they have fun on the trip.
Looks like a fun trip. All right, 2 trips, 2 DC
yep.
trips. Looks like fun. All right, any other discussion? Okay, move to a vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, 8-0. Now we're going to turn it over to Lori Jeppert and Cara Watson to talk about our new business, the adoption of the Berlin Schools Leader and Educator Evaluation Support Plan.
Thank you. So last spring, you approved the Berlin Educator and Leader Evaluation and Support System that we presented to you. When we submitted it to the state, they gave us 4 edits that they wanted us to include. The edits are actually in your packet. If you haven't had a chance, they're pretty basic. The first one is regarding orientation and ongoing training. We just had to make that explicit in the document, so we did that. The second one is making sure that our evaluators hold 092 or 093 certifications. That's always been our practice, and that's included in there as well.
Edit 3 was around organizational health and our continuous learning process. And then our last edit was very simply another language edit. At the final stage, we had meeting or not meeting for our language around the plan, and they asked us to change it to successful completion of evaluative cycle or did not successfully complete. And at this point, we have received word back from the state that they have approved the plan.
So we just need your approval.
Just need that record.
Okay, so do we have a motion for consideration?
Move to adopt the Berlin Public Schools 2024-2025 Leader and Educator Evaluation and Support Plan as presented and approved by the CSDE.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
So motion by Brian, second by Jen. Any discussion? Okay, well, thank you for your explanation. Hearing no discussion, we can move to a vote. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Any abstentions? Did everyone vote? Okay, so 8-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so the next item on our agenda is just the first reading of the policy review and revision. Our second reading and adoption will be on 12/9. Are there any questions about the first reading? There's no action taken or required since it is the first reading, but the ad hoc committee did meet today at noon to discuss it, as that's the first process before coming on, being presented to the board. So any questions or comments or discussion before we adopt this?
Explain one.
Yep, go ahead.
You'll see one that's highlighted in red. We had a discussion earlier today. The one that says delete. The reason that's delete is the state has now required all school districts to submit for approval a plan for increasing educator diversity in hiring. So we had to create a plan. There was a committee at central office led by Denise. We submitted the first plan. The state, even though we had a stamp that they received it, lost it. So phone call 3 months later, resubmit. Then they sent it back with a few changes that we had to make. Made the changes. We just got back today, notification they've accepted our plan. So the reason it's deleted is we have a state requirement now. You don't need a policy. We have to submit a plan. It has to go to approval. So that's just why that one's deleted.
Okay. Any other discussion or questions regarding the first reading? Okay, so at our next meeting on December 9th, we will go ahead to the second reading and adoption. Moving on to facilities update, Ashley Dorsey will provide a facilities update.
This is very brief. Fortunately, it's been pretty quiet as far as facilities goes. So the Griswold seclusion room is still underway. Since the last update, we did have the flooring and door hardware installed. Wall pads were supposed to be installed today. However, there was a snafu in the shipping, and the shipment was received damaged. The replacement order has already been placed, and the wall pads will be installed upon receipt of the new pads. The Willard HVAC project, the interior balancing was completed the week of November 11th, and contractors are working together to obtain the data from that. Installation work is being completed in the new mechanical room and the external mechanical enclosure. Training in the new system is scheduled for the week of December 2nd. The contractors will be working on the final punch list items once they receive receipt of that from the mechanical engineers, and commissioning of the chiller has been postponed until the spring of 2025. And as far as the HVAC projects over at Griswold and Hubbard, they are still in the process of preparing the bids, the bid packaging, bid package to go out to the public, with the plan to have those packages out for bid sometime in the early spring. That's it.
Thank you. Any questions for Ashley? Okay, so thank you, Ashley, for the update. And now we are going to need a motion to go into executive session. It says discussion of substitute pay, but also the cook and cook manager contracts. We just received notice that those are ratified today, so that will also be discussed. And we'll be inviting Denise Parson and the superintendent and Ashley into executive session. Do we have a motion for consideration to enter into executive session?
I move that we go into executive session.
Inviting?
Inviting Denise Parsons and Ashley Dorsey.
And the superintendent?
And the superintendent.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
So motion by Brian, second by Jen. Any discussion? Okay, let's vote to go into executive session. All those in favor?
Aye. 7:55.
So we are entering 7:55. All right, so we left executive session at 8:28. It is now 8:29. We are going to entertain two motions for the food service contract and the cook manager contract. Can I have a motion for consideration for the food service contract? Just say it, and you can mess it up, it's okay.
I move to adopt the food service contract as presented.
So the motion by Melissa,
Second.
second by Brian. Any discussion? Okay, move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The vote carries 8-0. Now we need one for the cook manager.
Manager's contractual or contract.
Motion by Peter. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jen. Any discussion? Okay, we can move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? 8-0. Okay, the last motion of the night. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
So motion by Peter, second by Melissa. And we are adjourned at 8:31 p.m. Thank you guys for a great long meeting.